Welcome back to another episode of PA Whiskey Guys. I'm Chris.
And I'm Jesse.
What do we have going on tonight?
Not a whole lot. Just got done working.
Yeah, how was camp this weekend?
Good.
Yeah.
It turned out to be nice.
Yeah, beautiful weather.
Finally.
Yeah.
It was a little chilly and rainy on Friday when we were there, but Saturday was nice. We came home Sunday because we had some stuff to do.
No events over the weekend?
Just hanging around.
Well, good. So it looks like we're on episode 18 tonight. We're going to visit, once again, another wine barrel finish. So last episode we did the Madeira finish for the Thomas S. Moore.
Yep.
This one's going to be a port barrel finish, and it's Isaac Bowman. So the Isaac Bowman port barrel finish, it's going to come in at 92 proof. And again, this is undisclosed mash bill, undisclosed aging. I don't know much about the Isaac Bowman. I know there's a few other types.
Yeah, we have
other brands out there.
Yeah, we have small batch. They make single barrels. They make a rye. I mean, here in PA, the only one that I've ever seen was the small batch, which is pretty much on every shelf that we go in the store that you go to. So
now, the small batch, is that the port barrel or no? That's separate.
That's a separate one. Yeah, it's separate. It's a separate its own bottle. You know. So I do know that the cask strength versions of the regular non-finished bourbon is very, very popular.
Okay.
And people are going crazy for this. When you were going to Carolina, this is the distillery I told you to stop at in Virginia.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know, in your route that you were going down there. This is definitely one of them. And bouncing off that, this is Isaac Bowman, but the distillery is A. Smith Bowman Distillery. It was founded in 1934 by Abram Smith Bowman. It was originally located on the family's Sunset Hill Farm in Fairfax County, Virginia. Today, it operates in Fredericksburg, Virginia, continuing a long tradition of Virginia distilling.
That's not too far from here, honestly.
No?
No.
4 or 5 hours, 4 hours?
I'd say about 5.
Yeah.
At least.
I've been through Virginia a handful of times, but I don't really know. More towards Virginia Beach and in those areas I was down. This distillery is part of the Sazerac company as well, which is actually kind of crazy because our last one was also part of that. So the process with this one is that Buffalo Trace distills this. It's distilled twice, I should say. First at Buffalo Trace in Kentucky, and then it's distilled again in copper stills at A. Smith Bowman in Virginia. It's new charred American oak barrels, and then this is finished in a port wine barrel. Not sure on the age of or how long they sit in each barrel. Again, I would assume that in the regular barrels, it's probably a good 4 years, 5 years, if I had to guess.
Well,
again, not disclosed or whatever. So,
I don't know why they do that. Why do they not disclose these ages on this?
I don't know. Probably so people don't copy them, and they're dealing with Sazerac, so they don't disclose anything, which makes sense. Buffalo Trace, none of they have mash bill 1 and 2 for Buffalo Trace, so it's.
That's it.
It's considered, I think the reference for this one was that it's the same as Buffalo Trace, the actual flagship bourbon.
Okay.
And just because they distill it the second time in copper, that's what gives it the difference, And obviously this one's port finish, but the regular small batch is compared, I guess,
Okay.
It's the more readily available Buffalo Traces. Some people have referred to it as.
So, this is the one. Okay. Because I remember talking about
the John J. Bowman small batch.
Okay, that's
the one that is considered to be the Buffalo Trace.
Oh, okay.
Whatever you want to call it. I don't know.
Doppelganger.
Yeah. This port barrel finish, it earned double gold at San Francisco World Spirits Competition. Isaac Bowman. He was a Revolutionary War veteran and member of the pioneering Bowman family. I guess it's a popular family from Virginia, so this barrel, port wine, is from Portugal, which I did know that. I actually like port wine. It's sweet. It's usually higher alcohol than your average everyday bottle. But it's usually pretty fruity. Yeah, I don't know.
Jumping into the nose on you. I know I'm
jumping
ahead.
Yeah, we're just...
But I do have that fruit.
Just, yeah.
The fruit on the nose, like a dark fruit.
Yeah, I have to jump in too and see what I can get out of it,
Mm-hmm.
This bottle we had, this bottle is actually not from PA.
I've never seen these.
Yeah.
Here.
The John J. Bowman, the small batch, it's the same barrel, just a different label. It's red instead of like maroon, like the wine color label there or whatever.
Yeah.
So
another one with a great color on it though.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Referred to either copper or amber.
I'm getting on the nose, like definitely the baking spices. This smells like some type of fruity cake, possibly.
Yeah.
Yeah, the nose is good.
Yeah, I get the berries in that. You said a little bit of the baking spice. It has a similar, from what I remember, that wine barrel.
Yeah, you can kind of tell it's like it's a finished barrel. I mean, we've had some finished whiskeys, obviously, or bourbons, whatever. But not really wine finished ones. I think I have a High West Cabernet finished bourbon, which I didn't care for when I tried it. I mean, it's okay, but would be something I would buy all the time. This one's good. This one's sweet. Like getting like a lot of sweet on the palate.
I do have this. I like the sherry ones, the sherry cask.
Yeah, again, also sweet.
Yeah, because that Cavalon that I have was a sherry, and then the Macallan.
A lot of scotches are a sherry cask.
I tend to lean towards those. Those look very good. Let's see.
Yeah, this is like not fruit cake, although it's similar. But like I'm getting that cherry, like on the nose and palate. Like I'm getting the typical baking spices, and I'm getting like I was reading the notes, and I don't know, maybe it's putting it in my head, but I'm getting a faint nose of cinnamon.
I get a little bit of the baking spice. I can't call it out as cinnamon. So, but it, like you were saying, for the way to describe, for the way I should describe it, when I say buttery, it says a mouthfeel. Yeah. The mouthfeel is buttery on this for me.
Creamy.
Not that I taste butter. Yeah. It coats it very well. I mean, it's well. I want to call this one a complex one because those flavors are there for a while.
Yeah,
There's a lot there. Like,
they definitely are. It's lingering. They
definitely have that cherry,
as they say when you chew on it, and you get it's there. Like it's sweetness and stuff like that.
Again, you could tell it has that wine. It favors wine.
Yep.
As far as the taste and the finish go.
I mean, it says, obviously we say it on almost everyone with the oak finish or oak in there. You taste it or whatever. It says it in the tasting notes, I don't really get the oak part. I mean, it's not really there, like as opposed to the other ones,
I think I remember what that Madeira or the last one.
The Madeira one. Yeah, you're right. The Madeira. Yep.
That one finished off nutty and dry. This one I feel like when that initial taste is over, it's over. It really doesn't have a long lingering finish on this. It kind of just dies right out.
No, it doesn't. The only thing that's kind of really lingering for me is like the spice part. Like I'm getting a little spice there, but it's not nearly as long as the other one.
No, it's gone. Like when it's gone,
which gone. Probably makes sense because port is sweeter. It's more sweet for me.
Yeah.
And I don't think the sweet is staying around long enough,
No.
you know?
That's why I like it. I like the...
It's definitely sweeter.
Like
I think
the
it's,
sweetness.
yeah, I like this better than the Thomas S. More.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's good.
You have to chew it down a little bit too.
Yeah, you do. You do. You have to, the flavors, you know, the more couple sips that we have in our glass or whatever, my last sip, you know, I just finished my pour. It's not as much flavor as the first one for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And it's, you know, it's kind of like wearing thin now for me.
Yeah, the finish to me isn't lingering. It's not long. It's not there long.
Other than the little spice.
Yeah.
That's it for me.
That's
And I
good.
couldn't pick out any flavors now. So
No. This is one I wouldn't want to put on ice. I like it just like it is.
yeah,
You know, yeah, would it open it up a little bit more? Maybe, but
yeah.
I'm good with it neat.
I think I said that in one of ours. I'm so, I don't know, I guess mentally trained to not put ice, you know, or water in anything. I'm just gonna drink it how it is, and that's not that they've meant to drink like that. You can, you know, as they say, drink bourbon how you like it.
Yeah, it's up to
You know, which is 100% true. Drink it how you like it. You know,
Yeah,
put it in put a can of Coke in it with it or whatever. You know,
that's going a little far.
yeah, for most, for most, I would never do that. Like I said, you know, ice. If I'm making a mixer, you know, and
Yeah,
obviously we're going a different route with that.
if I'm going with Coke, it's gonna just be a rum and Coke.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
I'm not gonna do that with whiskey.
No, I don't like it either. Bourbon and Cokes or whatever. I know people drink them, but
Nah,
not really a fan.
I never was.
So
All right. Well, what's your takeaway on this one?
I like it.
Yeah.
You can't find it. You know, I mean,
No.
we knew where this one came from. This is out of state for sure.
Yeah.
I'd buy it if I could find it. I wouldn't always run to the store for it. Like if it wasn't there, I wouldn't be upset.
Yeah.
It's definitely quality. You know, it's definitely a must try. I would buy a second bottle. Would I have a backup of it? No, not sitting on the shelf.
No.
But I would definitely buy it if I saw it, if I was, you know, in the mood for it or whatever. Finished products of any sort. A lot of people sometimes either love them or hate them. You know. And
I seem to like them.
I'm kind of like it that way. Yeah, I like them. I mean, most of them. I know one that I was really big on, which I still have, I think, an open bottle of, is the Elijah Craig Toasted, which is obviously not wine finished toasted or whatever.
Yeah, it's still
I like
finished.
that one. That was one of my favorites, but I haven't had it in over a year, so I can't imagine. Maybe I
Oh,
won't like it now,
well.
but yeah, I like it. I give it a thumbs up. You know,
Yeah,
um,
I second that.
it's a nice and sweet up front. You know, not a huge lingering finish, no burn whatsoever for us. You know,
This is another one. If I saw it in this state, I'd have to get it.
yeah,
Just because I know it's not around.
yeah. That's very
You
true
know,
too.
It's not readily available.
Yeah,
like,
fear of missing out.
yeah, exactly.
You know.
And it's not a bad FOMO. It's
Yeah, no, it's worth it. It's definitely worth it.
Well,
So,
all right. Well, again, for those listening, like and subscribe. We're on all the major platforms: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Apple Music, Amazon Music, and Spotify. And I'm Chris.
and I'm Jesse.
We'll catch you with the cork out.